Hi guys, we're live. It's May 24th. Where the heck did the month go? And this is Memorial, I was going to say Veterans, Memorial Day weekend. Scott is here. I hope he brought some food. I'm feeling quite hungry tonight. These are fake candles. You click and the little light goes on in there. You can't see it, can you? How about if I put it in the dark? There we go. So I'm going to put them here. If nothing else, they'll entertain me. We'll have Peter by candlelight. Welcome! It's Friday night, and here is the R6 Mark II. This is the Randy Cam, and we are broadcasting in 4K and having a good time. So this is the beginning of a long weekend. So what exactly are you doing this weekend? Anything fun? I guess I'll just say it right off the bat. There'll be no show Sunday night. We're going to Memorial Day barbecue on Sunday, which will probably go into the nighttime. Into the nighttime. The nighttime is when the sun goes down. It gets really dark. Okay. Yes, I have a B&H box. B&H is going to, you guys who are watching, I'll have to say it again later. Remind me, Scott. B&H is going to need some love because they were iffing and hemming and hawing if they were going to send me another camera to, well, you know, you started out good and then it's petering out. And I'm going like, do they know my name is Peter? Hello? Do they know that my name is Peter? So the box came in yesterday, and we had a whole lot of hullabaloo going on here. So I just brought it in here. I put it over on the counter, and I said, you know what? I'm going to open this thing up tonight. You know what it is, right? It's in the title. So we'll open up that. And they also sent a lens, and I don't know why they sent it in a separate box. So this is a Fuji 33mm 1.4, which hits perfectly smack dab on 50 millimeters. So I did change lenses. If you look at the tags, the Canon R6 Mark II, I still have an 85 millimeter lens on there. And it's actually, believe it or not, it's a Canon 85, right? These are strange bedfellows. So it's a Canon on a Sigma, on a Lumic, on a I'm just confused. All right. Oh no, I got it. When we go over to the other, but see, Randy came and he straightened all this stuff out. Now I'm the one that's confused, and Randy's got it all straightened out. Okay, so that's a good thing. So we're getting some connectivity. Here's Scotty. Hi, Scotty. What do we have? Please. Oh, we have homemade vanilla ice cream, topped with sliced bananas, then drizzled with hot fudge, a dollop of whipped cream, topped with a sweet cherry. Go for seconds. You know you want to. He's right. You know you want to, right? All right, guys. Thank you, Scotty. You picked me up. I got a new machine this week. It's a little bit of a weird situation. Walmart doesn't do this, yet they did two things. One fantastic and one hideously bad. And I don't know what to think. This camera looks too bright. Oh, because I put a 1.4 lens. I should have brought the ISO down. When we get going and I get the feeling, I'll get up and I'll lower the f-stop on here because I kind of look too... I'm very bright tonight. And what do you think about that? So I put the Zeiss 50 millimeter f1.4 on here because I want a little of what you're seeing now. Randy wanted me, and he did. We did, and we did it last week. All 50 millimeter, all 85 millimeters, right across the board. Every camera in here had 85 millimeters, and you know what? They all look really, really good. However, I'd like a little bit of a wider shot, and I reduced it to a 50. So this is the Lumix 50 millimeter, and it is here because of Randy. You know, Randy had left me a few gifts before he left. Wow, what a guy, what a country, what a Randy. Thank you, Randy. I love you, buddy. So This still is Randy's lens. So the 85 that was on here last week was Randy's lens. So he gave me the 85 and the 50. So I switched it to the 50. Now this is the one thing that's mine in this Christmas. Okay, the 85 millimeter Canon lens. But this is a Randy cam, and it's a R6 Mark II. And it really does a good job. I think I look better on this Canon camera than basically any other Canon camera I've had in here. And for some reason, I feel mighty thirsty tonight. I don't know what it is. That's Peter's sweet tea. And I did a good job. All right, so here's what Walmart did. I start sentences and I never finish them. The first thing is, should I do the good or the bad first? Let's do the bad first, get it out of our way, okay? And the bottom line is Walmart doesn't give a hoot. They don't give a crap, all right? So I bought a battery, a car battery, and it was supposed to come the next day. So all day, nothing happens. Then in the evening, they come up that it's en route to your door. Now, sometimes, when you buy from Amazon and you buy from Walmart, and I don't know if anybody else does this, but they allow you to track it. And you could watch the car that it's being delivered to. You could watch it come to your door. So I watched, okay? And they came 2 doors down, the car stopped. 2 houses down. This is critical, okay? It stopped 2 houses down away from my house, and I'm figuring maybe they can't find the house. It's a white house. It's not hard to find. Yes, I have the address up on the door. It's easy to see. So I figured I'm going to run out there and I'm going to flag him down. So I go out there. There's a car sitting exactly where the track the package was, okay? Now, this is a battery. I ordered a car battery, and it was for somebody else. It wasn't for me. My battery's doing fine. So I watched the person sitting, and I couldn't tell if it was a male or a female, but it was a white car. They did, all of a sudden, I figured they'd see me waving, and they'd put it in gear and come down and go, oh, it's so nice to see you, and nope. They put it in gear. It did a U-turn in the street and went to the end of the block and made a right turn, and I ran in the house. How do I stop him? What is going on? I don't understand. And I keep saying it's a he, it could have been a she, kept driving farther and farther and farther until finally it said they were like 25 minutes away. They were just 2 houses down. So I tried to reach Walmart, which is an impossibility, but I did see a little button that said help desk or something. So I clicked it. Okay, long story short, they pinged the driver and said to go back. So lo and behold, I said yes. On the map where you could watch the car, I watched it drive, and I said, no, don't hang up. Stay with me in case there's a problem. You could reach them. Okay, so I watched the car make a beeline right across Red Road, which is a major road in Miami, okay, and it came all the way down, and this time it came, and the lady, it was a lady that I was talking to, said, go outside and wave so they could see you. Maybe they had a hard time finding your house the first time. So the car was about a block away. So then I went and I stood on the street. I saw the same white car turn the corner and drive right past me. And I'm going like this. I'm going like, hey, what do you say? I probably wasn't saying such nice things. And they just drove by and just kept going, made that same right turn and left. And I said, oh, I better run in and go tell them. They drove right past me. Do you know that driver listed it as delivered? They took a picture of the tag on the battery. Instead of showing, you know how they show it on the porch? They took a picture of the tag and they listed it as delivered. I didn't know what to think. So I told a few different people, and what's remarkable is every single person had the same exact answer except me. And I'm going like, how dumb can I be? I can't be the dumbest guy on the block, you know? They said they saw that it was a battery the first time around, and they wanted it, and they intended on keeping it. In other words, they stole the battery. So I came in, and the lady that was on there said, yeah, it's listed as delivered. You don't have the battery? It says and there's a picture here. I said, look at the picture. All the picture is, it said Peter Gregg. And all it was the printout label. Nothing around it. Completely blank. So she said, I'm refunding you the money. So they refunded me the money. And then I was helping somebody out. So they drove me, because you know I don't drive that far, okay? So we drove to Walmart and bought a battery, but I watched them steal a frickin' battery. That is amazing. All the people I told, my neighbor next door, I told him what happened. Oh, they stole the battery, okay? I told somebody else, they stole the battery. I think I even called Randy. Randy! I'm not sure, but I think it was Randy. Maybe it was Scotty. I called somebody. What do I do? What do I do? And they said that person saw the battery and they wanted it. So basically, they stole the battery. Like, holy moly, that's a little bit crazy, don't you think? All right, so that's the bad thing from Walmart. Let me tell you about the good thing. I don't know. I don't think Walmart has a loaner plan like B&H. Okay, this is a B&H box, okay? I don't think they have a loaner plan, but I got a product I never heard of before, and I didn't know what it did, okay? But let me tell you the end of the story, because it's kind of cute. I bought an Instant Pot, and then Sly got the same Instant Pot, and I love that Instant Pot. I cook with it so many times during the week. Then, 2 years later? I don't know if Sly's watching. I know she's got the baby. Sly is back safe and sound, okay, just so you guys know. But there is something going on, but I don't have the information, all right? Somebody is very ill, and she had to go get her grandchild, which is exactly what Sly wants. She wants the grandbaby, okay? But it isn't under a happy pretenses. This seems to be quite a serious thing. Sly is fine. There's nothing going on. She's back from her trip. She's happy. She sounded great on the phone. No problem. But there's someone in the immediate family area that's in a very serious medical condition or situation. And they needed the freedom to move around, I guess, by car. And they didn't want the baby going to hospital or something like that. So she has the baby, okay? So good for her that she's got the baby. Bad that there's a medical thing. We don't know how it's going to turn out. So say a prayer for the unknown person, okay? I don't know a thing about him. I don't know who it is. I don't have a name, okay? I just know that Sly said, this is very serious. I had to go get Hoss. So she did. All right, so she's back from her trip, safe and sound. Randy's back from his trip, safe and sound. Jim Mundy is, I think, as far as I know, is in Tampa from up north somewhere, so he's safe and sound. Sammy's out for the weekend at a pool party or Memorial Day party. I think he was in the pool today. Who else is traveling? Shane. You know, Shane was in Japan, and I don't know if Shane is actually back home or not. So he might still be in Japan. He might be sitting pretty in his house. So we've had a lot of people, everybody except me and the Walmart guy, where I kept running out to my sidewalk. That was the extent of my trip, a run to the sidewalk and a run back to my desk. And I need to stop shouting. Okay, I think I've said it before. I think we got a few more people in here now. There'll be no Sunday live show on the big channel because on Memorial Day, I'm going to an outdoor barbecue on Sunday. BBQ. Can you say BBQ? And guess what I'm making and bringing? And this was by request. I am not, hey, here's my grandchildren. Would you like to see some pictures? No. They said, please bring your coleslaw. So I will be making coleslaw tomorrow, and I will be taking the coleslaw to my brother's house sometime. I'm gathering between 1 and 4, and it usually winds up being dinner and a movie, so I won't get back till probably later that night. So Walmart, back to Walmart, because this is exciting. I was telling you that I got the air fryer, and it's like, oh, I am so in love with the air fryer. I use the air fryer, if not once, twice a day. That's how often I use the air fryer. It is, I have not turned my stove on since I got the air fryer in this house. So I went from the Instant Pot, still here, still gets used twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. I just did, pasteurized 2 dozen eggs, and it's 130 degrees for 3 hours, and that's how you pasteurize your eggs. It doesn't cook them. You still use them like a raw egg. When you break it open, still splatters like a raw egg, but they're pasteurized, meaning it has killed all the crap. Salmonella, E. coli, and there's one other big one in there. So it's 130 degrees. I put it in the Instant Pot, which has a sous vide button. So I push the sous vide button. I put it at 130, and I put it in for 3 hours. I put in all 24 eggs. After 3 hours, I rinsed it out. It didn't dirty or anything. And I put them on the counter to dry. I put them back in the original counter. And if you're going to tell me that's where the salmonella is still alive, I sprayed it with alcohol. So give me a little, just because I look darn dumb doesn't mean I am darn dumb. So don't judge a book by its cover. All right. So I used it today. The Instant Pot, air fryer, I used it today. I warmed up some chicken for dinner. My brother brought me leftovers, a doggy bag. I'm the doggy. Ruff, ruff. Okay. So I warmed up some chicken, and I've learned not to use the microwave for anything, because I got this thing against the microwave. It's nuclear, burning your brain kind of stuff. Just humor me, okay? So I warmed it up in the air fryer, so yes. And now I have a third machine that I never heard of. I didn't know what it did, but it's here in the house, and I love it so much, I want to marry it. I want to live with it for the rest of my life. It's called a Ninja Creamy. Now, tell me the truth. You guys, how many know what a Ninja Creamy is? I'm not the smartest fry in the Happy Meal, okay, but I didn't know what a Ninja Creamy is. But it has revolutionized my diet. I call it a diet, my eating regimen, because I get the munchies, okay? And there's something, I look for something that I could stick in my mouth, and don't get smart, okay? And it's a fight, all right? So what this thing is, it's like a container, half this, it's about the size of this candle, but it's got a bigger grip. It's 1 pint, okay? You fill it up to the line, and it has a fill max line, okay? You fill it up with anything you want to turn into an ice cream or a sorbet or a milkshake, but it's a different button, okay? So the first thing that I tried was my smoothie. Instead of taking the smoothie and drinking it, I put it in, okay? Now, there's some, I don't want to call it a negative. There's some unusual rules. How about that, okay? Hey, I'm getting good with words. You make your container, and you put it in the freezer, and you got to freeze it overnight or at least 24 hours, okay? So, long story short, you're not going to do these as a onesie. I'm going to put this, I'm going to make a video, put it on, I'm going to make a few videos, actually, and put it on the Patreon channel, which most of the stuff there is free now. So you can support the starving artist for $1 or higher. You can go higher. Nobody said you have to cap it at $1, but I did lower it to $1. And everybody gets the same thing. You get to see all the videos anytime you want, okay? So I will make a video on that. So you put this thing in the container, and you you put it in the freezer. I need to get some water. Then you take it out the next day, and I've learned a few secrets. I've had it here 4 days, okay? And I have so fallen in love with this machine. So you're basically making homemade ice cream, and it's whatever concoction you want. And you want to put milk and strawberries and put it in with as chunks. It becomes solid as a rock. Now, you know what the machine does, to tell you what it does? Most of you guys that are in here, you know some of the tools, right? There's something called a drill press. There's a shaft that comes down and it drills a hole. Well, it's basically a kitchen version of a drill press, but instead of a drill to drill a hole in my frozen whatever concoctions in there, you could put greens in there. There's no limit to what you could put in that thing and freeze. I've seen some videos where they open a can of Libby's peaches, or, you know, who knows what comes in the can, and they pour it in there, they freeze it, and they make a sorbet out of it. All right, but for me, now I have found some protein powders, because I do want protein, a higher amount of protein and fat. My body fires on protein and fat, okay? So it becomes, this is annoying me. Let me just lower the brightness on this, because this is just too bright. Lower. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Okay, I shouldn't be doing it on the TV monitor. That's not the best thing to be changing brightness levels and everything. All right, so it's basically, it looks, you know, when you look at the bottom of your blender, there's a blade that goes round and round. So imagine you could take that blade and you put it in this contraption. You put your frozen thingamajig in there, you close it up, okay, you push the button, and it has a bunch of different speeds. I'll explain all that on the Patreon video. And the blade comes down on a shaft, and it shaves and turns your solid block of ice into supposedly an ice cream. Actually, what it does is it pulverizes it. But I've learned a secret. I've watched a lot of different videos. If you run it through the darn machine 3 times, it comes out like a Dairy Queen ice cream. And I have made strawberry shortcake flavored ice cream. You get your base, okay? And the base is what everything is going to get put into that. So I bought a protein powder that is keto, very low sugar. I think it's 2 grams for the whole scoop of strawberry shortcake. I bought one called Snickerdoodle. You guys have heard of Snickerdoodle? I bought one called Chocolate Peanut Butter Cup. And since I like it, when I get some more money and there's gift cards that come into me for Amazon, I will be buying one called birthday cake. Is it birthday cake? Okay. It tastes like a cake, all right? I think the actual name for this one is Cake Pop. So if you got an interest in that, I will be showing a lot of videos on that, because where have you been all my life? What the hell? Now when I finish, I'm going to grab one of the frozen, I make the frozen containers ahead of time. I'm going to grab one of the frozen containers after I finish this show, and I'm going to spin me up an ice cream. And it is low carb. There's nothing in it I can't have. And it's got a higher amount of protein. And I get so satisfied. It's amazing. It's absolutely delicious, because you're controlling what you're putting in there. Okay, so let's say you were into veggies, which I'm not. You could spin up some broccoli and peas and all kinds of stuff that I would go, oh, that's terrible, take that away. Or I'm getting all these different protein powder flavors. Now my base is the same every time. Okay, water, heavy cream, and they say to put something else in, but I have found that cream cheese does a much better job and tastes 10 times better. They want you to put cottage cheese in there. Oh, I tried it, and it's like, oh, it's delicious. I tried it. I mean, they tried it. And, oh, it's delicious. I tried it, and I go, oh, this is shakuka bakar, or some word that starts with an S, okay? No more. No more cottage cheese in my ice cream, okay? But cream cheese, ooh la la, mamma mia. What does Sly say? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Where's all the lights? Ding, 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 ding. Oh, I have been having all these smoothies frozen, whipped into a soft-served ice cream. You do have to freeze it ahead of time. It's you make, I can see where eventually I will probably have 10 or 12 of those empty cups. This is a candle. This is not a cup, okay? But it's kind of like that size. And it's a pint. And let me tell you, twice I had a hard time finishing it. But I heard my mother's voice that says, you'll stay at the table until you finish your food. So I finished my entire pint of ice cream. And it was delicious. The chocolate peanut butter. Oh, my God. The Snickerdoodle was the one I didn't think I would like that much. And dear Lord Jesus, I think it's the best one. It was absolutely amazing. So, we got some people in here. I better get going. Scotty says, I ordered some of that Turtle Minute wax. I like it. Right? That stuff, I don't think the link is in today's. I'll put it in. I will put it in. Because whatever you know about waxing your car, take it, put it in a box, and take that box and put that box in the garbage can. Because you don't know crap about waxing your car, okay? Now, that's a little over. I'm sensationalizing it. You've been waxing your car for years, so you know what to do, all right? But the simplistic thing is you wash your car with a bucket and a brush. Put some liquid Dawn in there because that'll strip off the all wax, whatever you got on there, any bugs. If you got to, wash it twice, wash it twice. Wash it so it looks good. Wash the darn car. What am I trying to do a sales job on you? Okay. After you wash the car, take your hose and rinse it. All the suds, everything off. Then you take this stuff. I'll have to put my link with my my affiliate link, because I got an affiliate link. Maybe that's why the Ninja Creamery came. I got an affiliate link for Walmart. Thank you, Scotty. You made the light come on in my brain. Why did they send me this machine? Okay. Golly gee whiz, Batman. It's amazing when you get something that you've been pondering. This is pondering. No, this is pondering. You look in the lens and you go like this, okay? So now I know. Now I know why. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you, Scotty. Okay, so I got so excited I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so the car wax. You wash it. Don't dry it. No, 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 no. Then you take this car wax. It's got a squirt. Squirt, squirt, squirt. Just squirt this crap all over your car. Just squirt, squirt, squirt. I was going to say the bad word, but I think Haas is listening. How you doing, Haas? Hey, Haas. Haas, how you doing? I'll play the doggy for you, okay? Give me a second. All right, so you just spray it over the car, and it's got like a little bit of that ceramic coating crap in it, okay? Now, after you spray it on the car, don't touch. Don't do nothing. You get the same hose, and you spray all that stuff off. Now, this is the hard part. You turn off the hose, you roll it back up, you take your cute little butt and get in the house and go make yourself some soft serve ice cream, because you're done. And you know what? The wax comes out looking better than if you had sat there and you waxed it for 10 hours, making yourself sweat off 10 pounds. This thing is a revelation. It's an innovation. It's Scotty beamed it down from Star Trek, okay? It is just magical. And guess what? It's $8 for the bottle. Now, it's only sold at Walmart, okay? So thank you for telling me about that, Scott. So where did I leave? Oh, here we go. Have not said hello. Come on. There we go. I've not said hi in forever. Hello from Nova Scotia, Canada. I missed you. I missed you too, buddy. How you doing? I love you. I love everybody in here. I really do. It isn't bullshit. I shouldn't say that word because I know somebody's probably got headphones on, but I need to behave, okay? I don't want to go to a Memorial Day barbecue on Sunday and also have to go to confession at church. So no. Nay, okay? Who did I learn that from? The same comedian, I think. Who watches that comedian? I think Sly watches him. Or is it Randy? I get confused. His name is John Panay or something to that effect. Very funny man. He's also passed away. God rest his soul. Okay? But that man, and then when he's like upset, his left eye will start going like, they told me I could eat all I want, and then they told me I was eating too much. Nay. Nay meaning no, okay? I guess it's a Canadian word. So here is my new Tampa buddy. Good evening, Peter and everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. How are you doing, Jim? Love you. I hope you're doing fine. And here's Lewis. Lewis, you know, Lewis, I don't know what happened, but I thought I was going to see some broadcast live from a wedding. I got my popcorn, and I didn't have the ice cream machine at that time, okay? But I would have gotten ice cream, okay? And all I saw was your pretty face. Now, I know your face is drop dead gorgeous, Lewis, but I wanted to see some of the activities at the wedding, and I was like waiting and waiting. Maybe he'll show you some of the stuff because he'll be on tomorrow night live. Okay, L-I-V-E live, L-I-V-E live, L-I-V-E live. Lewis will be live tomorrow night. Mr. Camera Junkie will be live tomorrow night. Okay, so blue shirt looks good. Always such a friendly video color. Yeah, isn't it nice? This brand is Van Heusen, and I bought 3 of them. One is this color blue. It bunches up. I don't like that. Nothing I can do except say I'm sorry every 2 minutes. So I got one in blue, one in burgundy, and one in green. Red, blue, green. You get it? You get it? If you don't get it, there's something wrong between this year and this year. Red, blue, green. Does that strike a bell? Okay. So thanks for the compliment. Here's my buddy Roy. Roy, how you doing, Roy? All the way in Australia, Roy. I love you, buddy. I'm glad you're up and around. I'll get the note. Give me time. Roy, I love you, big guy. Someone's in the kitchen with Roy. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Roy. And they're down in a big old pizza. Never going to live that pizza down, are you? Seen the Osmo Pocket 3. Ooh. Getting unreal love on YouTube. Makes me wonder if all this is just promotional hype or something real. Well, I think... Now, you guys have to give this Fuji that we're going to open up eventually, okay? You guys have to give this Fuji and my link below some love, okay? So what does that mean to make it clear so I'm not talking in code? You have to go click on the link to B&H Photo so that they can register someone came from Peter Gregg's channel to B&H. They look at that. They are all dollars and cents. Money, honey. It's all about the money. So if I don't get some clicks about the lens and the XH2, okay, next month when I try to get the Pocket or whatever other camera, I'm looking at the A6700 from Sony. I'm also contemplating maybe getting a R50 Canon camera. But they need to see some clicks. And don't make it a one-time deal. Don't do it just today. Come back in a few days, click on it again. You don't have to buy anything. God forbid I tell you have to buy something. If you do, if you buy something, I do get a commission. And I will be able to buy my Rolls Royce in 2 weeks if you keep going, okay? And if I can't make it to the Rolls Royce, I might get a Wendy's hamburger at the commission. It's like 1% to 2%, okay? So it's like nothing. So anyway, they look at that as a metric to decide, do we want to ship, because they ship it for me free of charge. Do we want to take a camera, take it out of circulation, give it over at Peter Gregg, ship it down, and then they pay the return shipping? Let's see how many people he sent. So I am asking you for help. This is serious, okay? Click in the link, and you don't have to even like, it's a Fuji. The link is a Fuji, because this is a Fuji camera in here. Yeah, we're going to get to opening it up eventually if I'll shut up for 2 minutes. All right, so I'll know about that if that camera's any good. At least they didn't roll the package down the driveway like FedEx. No, did you see the UPS guy? He rolled himself down the driveway because the snow was so slippery. He had to, woo! Like, that looked like fun. But being in Miami, I don't experience snow. So you guys that live with the snow and the cold, you probably go like, oh my God, no, you're so much better off in Miami. All right, so let me see. Yep, everything is clear. Lewis, I have so many buddies. I have so many great, fantastic friends. Peter, I wanted to say hello. I'm not feeling well. I had a fever this week, so I'm going to rest. Good for you. I pray for you right now, in the name of Jesus, Lewis, that you are healed from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, that he restores your body, he gives you a quick recovery, and you are healthier than ever. Okay? In Jesus' name, I pray that over you right now. You guys don't like it because I'm a praying kind of guy. If you don't like that, I can't help it. That's what I do. That's what my makeup is, okay? So when I see one of my friends, one of my buddies, you need prayer, you're going to get it. Not only are you going to get it, you're going to get it right now. No, I'll pray for you, and then they never do. What the hell is that about? Okay? So feel better. The important thing is everything you've learned. Stay hydrated, dude. More water than you think, okay? You got to get to the point when you drink a little water in, you got to go pee. It's got to come in this side and go out the other side. Then you've got a good flow going, because that's where the poison's going to come out, okay? Whatever it is giving you a fever. And don't be quick to knock the fever down. God created the body to make a fever so that it kills bacteria. The first thing we do is go, we run for the Advil, we run for the Tylenol. Got to get the fever down. Hell no! You want the fever. It's killing whatever the poisons are running around in there. Now, if you go up at 102, 103, okay, different story, okay? If you're 103, you need to seriously consider a doctor, all right? So, but if you got like 101, even 102, I personally would not take a Tylenol, but I would monitor it. And at night, the fever goes up. Your body just knows it's nighttime, time for the fever to go up, okay? So here is the young man sitting in a pool in a hot tub and enjoying himself. Okay, that's my buddy, my big boy, Sammy. I just got some ice cream with Joey. I can have ice cream now because I make it myself. You guys need to look up the Ninja Creamy. I'll put it on so you don't have to look it up. I'll put it up on my Patreon channel. I have a link to the Patreon channel. Just go sign up for free. You get all the videos I make all week long. And it's whatever mood I'm in. I make that video. There's no rules. As a matter of fact, it's got my new motto. I don't care. You don't look so good, Peter. Your hair's not combed. I don't care. Well, the camera didn't record it perfect. I'm going to have to do it again. No, I don't care. Well, you didn't shave. You kind of look ugly. I don't care. So the point is for me to make videos, and it is a good therapy because I had a rough week this week. I think a lot of us have been having a rough week this week. Okay. So I had a very, very rough week. I got in a really bad, dark place this week. And I almost called Carlos, but I said, what is Carlos going to tell me? Peter, it'll pass. So why do I need to bother the man? It'll pass. And guess what? It passed. Okay. So I almost lost a very, very dear friend. Not in death, but in them getting angry at me. Was it warranted? I don't think so, but they thought it was. And I apologized up one side of the body and down the other. So anyway, God turned it around. Everybody's happy. So I feel really, really good now. Don't want to lose the... I love the guy. He's awesome. Okay. I wish the Canon looked better. I think this Canon looks pretty good, Scotty. What's wrong with the Canon? I think this is the best I've ever seen my Canon, any Canon, no matter which model it was. I think I look beautiful. Okay. Let me know what the problem is. Okay. So you are deeply invested in Canon. Well, that's the way we have it. Will you be vlogging it? You mean this camera that I have been threatening to open for the last hour? What time is it? Oh, it's only 10:42. We got plenty of time. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yes, because you know why? And Sammy, I'm answering your question. Sweetheart, listen. I got a 33 millimeter, which is a 50, which will, when I do a test in here, this is going to be the lens. And this is a genuine Fuji. And Fuji makes some really nice lenses, okay? But another lens that I got is the Sigma 10 to 18, which is the same lens that I have for... Where do I have it for? The Lumix. Excuse me. So I will be able to walk around the backyard and go like, hey, it's Peter on the patio. Ooh, I didn't realize that rhymed. It's Peter on the patio. Boom, boom. Peter on the patio. Boom, boom. Scotty says I should join the L Mount Alliance. We could talk about that. I have an opinion. Might not be the one that you want to hear. Randy says, Scotty, are you saying that the B&H package is in better focus than Peter? No, it better not be. What camera is this? No, these are all set to face detect. No, 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 Randy. Don't scare the crap out of me. That'd be terrible. Boom, boom, boom. About the R6. All right, now you got my curiosity. Now I'm going to look. Okay, so what's in focus? Me or the box? Tell me the truth. What's in focus? This nose, these eyes, or this shipping label that says B&H? What is in focus? Now, if I go like this, it should switch to my hands, and that B&H label should now be in focus because we're about on the, which hand? This hand. Okay, that is on the same plane. But when I go back here, that should be a little fuzzy. See the printing on the package, on the corner of the package there? Let me turn you off, Randy. Let me turn Randy off. There goes Randy. Bye. Okay. What's in focus, I ask? My face or my that box? I'm feeling myself getting silly. That's a really strong water. Okay, so I'm going to ask the same question. What's in focus? My face, my fingers, toes, and nose? Or that shipping label over there? So just so you know, this is the part I'm talking about right there. Okay, so if I put my hand on the same plane as the edge of this box, you should see that this comes into focus. See this right here? See how that's in focus? I'm covering my eyes. All right, so this label should be in focus. Now, if I take my hands down, this face should come popping into focus, and that should come out of focus. And it's the same thing with the Panasonic SH5. Okay? My face should be in focus and not the corner of that box. I'll do the same thing here. I'll put my hand out about the same plane, okay? And then I will point to the label. Now, I'm still going to point to the label, but I'm going to remove my hand and lean back. Now, where is this Panasonic camera focusing? My eyes, my beautiful baby blues, or over there? Oh, I forgot to do the thing for Haas. Darn. I lost it. Oh, I found it. Ah. Okay, so the dog is over here. I will play it for you, Haas, in 1 second, okay? Let's see. But first, I'm going to go change that 1.4 because that's annoying me. And I'm going to change the ISO. And I'm going to... How do I change that? Not up, down. Okay. All right, I lowered the ISO down on the Panasonic, and of course it's going to move while I'm doing that. All right, so this is not the Panasonic, on the E1. So now we went from ISO 320 to 200. Okay, because I changed the lens that Randy put on there, which was a 1.8. And now this lens is a 1.4. 4. Can you say 4? 1.4? But I did lower it down in Ecamm. Let's put it back to neutral. Okay, so now it's back to neutral. So I like to keep Ecamm flat, so this way no matter what camera I put there, it's the same thing. All right, let's take care of Haas. All right, Sly, if you're listening, I'm going to play the doggy for Haas, okay? And let me get some tea. So we were talking about focus. Now, the dog has eyes. So let's put the dog over here. And let's see whose eyes is it going to go for. Is it going to go for my eyes or for the dog's eyes? Which is in focus? I'm stuttering. I don't know why. Okay. So this is the S5 Panasonic. All right. Now, it's got eyes on the doggy face. Can't see both eyes. Okay, and then I'm going to roll back a little bit. Now, the camera should stay with me. The camera should love me. I'm the one worth loving here, okay? Sly, I'm giving you a little time to get him to come see the dog, all right, if you're going to be around. Okay, so now let's take this guy. Let me set him in my hand. Okay. Now, Haas. The doggy is going to sing a song for you. Listen. Come on. Play the song. Sing to Haas. Oh, what happened? Oh, did I hurt you? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, sing the song for Haas and sing it for Aiden, too. Okay, sing the song for Aiden. Aiden, this doggy's gonna sing a song for you, Aiden. Okay, all right, you ready? Here we go.
Jolly old Saint Nicholas, lean your ear this way. Don't you tell a single soul what I'm going to say. Christmas Eve is coming soon. Now you dear old man, whisper what you'll bring to me. Tell me if you can. All the stockings you will find hanging in a row. Mine will be the shortest one. You'll be sure to know.
Ruff, 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 ruff. Sorry, I was talking to Aiden and Haas. Okay, so I played that. I forgot, Sly. I really apologize. I forgot. What can you do? Shoot me. What can I tell you? Good thing you're in Oklahoma and I'm in Miami. All right, so Mr. Camera Junkie says, I know, off to someplace we go. Da 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 da, hi ho. All right, Sammy says, I got the nice mint chip chocolate ice cream. You know, I think I can make that, Sammy. When are you coming down, buddy? Come on down, okay, so I can make you some ice cream. And bring Joey with you, too. And if Joey doesn't want to come, you come on your own, okay? So, Mr. Camera Junkie, hi, Lewis. Ninja has some great products. Yeah, they got a Ninja Foodie. They got a Ninja coffee machine. They got a Ninja Creamy. So say the word cream and put an I at the end of it, and you got it, okay? But don't get me on that again, okay, because I keep going all over the place. So Scott says, can you please explain to us the term rigmarole? It's a rigmarole. Everybody knows what a rigmarole is because the rigmaroles happen all the time. Sometimes you get a rigga and sometimes you get a roll. But when you get a rigmarole and it's all in one, you've got a plain Jane mess. It's a big rigmarole. It's a big to-do. It's something that goes on and on and on and on and never shuts up, kind of like Peter Gregg. No, I'm not a rigmarole. So when you see when I'm dead in the ground, okay, it's not going to say rigmarole on my tombstone. I guarantee it. Because if it does, I'm going to get up and smack it off, okay? Scotty, you're too funny. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Are you going to explain RGB to my mom, Peter? That means there's people in here, and it's not Evelyn, that doesn't know that R stands for red. R, wait, let's do this like we're in a hall, a singing hall. R is for red. G is for green. B is for blue. And the three make a new color, RGB. The sensor that you have in your phone. The sensor that you have in your camera too only records RGB. So RGB is the basis of all electronic color, okay? It's red, green, blue, and if you need black, it combines that in the right rigmarole, okay, in the right sequence where it will make a fictitious black. So you see over here, it's brown, it's not black, but the cabinet kind of looks dark. I'm looking for something black. We don't have something black. Here, this is black. B-L-A-C-K, Folgers makes the very best chocolate. I just mixed up 3 commercials in one. Are you paying attention? No, you weren't. Okay, that's your fault. Bop, bop, bop. Scotty says Canon blue equals periwinkle. Canon cannot do blue to save their lives, but they do a very nice Peter skin tone. Okay, my skin tones look great. The vodka is wonderful. That was Dean Martin. But I sounded like Scooby. Peter's face is in focus. Do your best, do your best. Da 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 da. The camera still looks a little too bright. I don't know why. The best norm in Canada, the best possible norm that ever existed in Canada is here, and he is saying hello to me. Merry Christmas, Peter. Good evening, Greggies around the world. Just drove home after buck dinner. You're looking sharp this evening. It must be the fancy new lens. Yeah, Randy has really stuck me with great lenses. It's amazing. That man's got some lenses. And he's very giving with them, too. Very, very. What a kind heart. You want somebody with a kind heart? It's just about everybody in this room, okay? But Randy is exceptional. He comes here and he buys me presents. So hi to the kids. I know you're on the way. You're home now, so it's a little too late. But hi to the kids. And guess what I had for dinner, Norm? Guess. Guess on that camera, and you can guess on that camera, and you can guess on that camera, but it's the same answer every time. Chicken, 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 winner, winner, chicken dinner, winner, winner, chicken dinner, big boy, Peter's face, big boy, Peter's face, big boy, Sammy's face, big boy, Sammy's face. We're gonna have a good weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. It's Memorial. Where else can you go? Get as silly as can be. I'm not a moderator. What do you call me? Whatever I am. Okay? A dog sitting on a B&H box in a Christmas room in almost June. Now you know why you're here, right? That's why you love me. Don't pretend you don't love me when you do, okay? The ZVE1, otherwise known as Eleanor, blue shirt is a different color. The S52, different blue tint also. But as long as the face is good, here's my Evelyn. She's mine now. I'm going to make Evelyn my mother, and you leave her alone, okay? Scott, I'm adopting her to be my mommy. Mommy, Scotty's bothering me. Evelyn, 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 you look so good tonight. I hope you feel real good. I hope you had a great dinner and you can relax for the rest of the night. Happy Memorial Day, dear Evelyn. Happy Memorial Day, Evelyn. It's gonna be a nice long weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you can throw Monday in there too. Happy Memorial Day, beautiful lady Evelyn. A beautiful day for you, Evelyn. Well, I hope you're safe and sound and very healthy too. Evelyn, we all love you. That's my special song for my Evelyn. I want to pick her up, make her feel happy, feel really, really good. Well, you got a lot of kids, Evelyn. I bet all the guys in here want to be your son. You and Sly are the only ladies we got. We got to take really good care of you. All right, so should we get to the point where we're going to open the box? I have been screwing around with this box on the table all this time. Okay, this dog is going to say goodnight now, okay?
Jolly old St. Nicholas, lean your ear this way. Don't you tell a single soul what I'm going to say. Christmas Eve is coming soon. Now you dear old man, whisper what you'll bring to me. Tell me if you can. All the stockings you will find hanging in a row. Mine will be the shortest one. You'll be sure to know.
Are you quite finished? Dear Lord, what are you going to do? Sing the whole night through? In case anybody told you this is my show, it's not your show, it's my show. I do the singing here, I do the talking here. You understand it? Don't give me those sad eyes. All right, I apologize. I didn't mean to talk to you that harsh. You going to go sit in the corner and be a good boy? Okay. No, I'm not going to kiss you. I'm not going to kiss. Okay. Bye. Got to be nice to everybody. So Evelyn says, I need another son. You got us, all of us, Evelyn. And thanks for the memories. All right, so let's put the lens in a safe spot. Let's get the box. Can you spell box? That rhymes with fox. What movie had a fox in it? Not the animal. What does the fox say? Ding, 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 ding. No, not that one, okay? He had a bookstore. That's my clue. He had a bookstore. Oh, darling, boom, 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 boom. Please hear me. Please do not forget. If you're going to get another camera next month, you have to send us people. So the link's in the description below. Don't let me down. Go click on it once, and then click on it again once tomorrow. Click on it again once on Sunday. I won't be here Sunday, okay? So the live show Sunday won't be here. Okay, let's see. It's a black box. Who else does black boxes? Fuji. This is a Fuji. It's a Fuji. Okay, that's what it says. So we'll open that up. And what else is in here? Oh, something Betty nice. Betty nice. Let's put this on the floor. Oh, look at all the room I have now. Now I feel like the hills are alive with the sound of music, and a little bit of tape goes a long, long way. Just add more tape. You got nothing better to do, honey. There we go. So what did Peter get? Okay, so this is what I asked for. This is a Sigma 10 to 18 f2.8 lens. And it better be for the Fuji X mount. Okay, so let's open this up real quick. It comes with paper. Just in case you ran out of paper, I want you to know that Sigma will send you lots of paper. So this is the Sigma 10 to 18. Okay, I have that also for the camera that you're looking for. I have the same lens that does belong to me, and it has the L mount, which is what the Panasonic is. Okay, so the claim to fame on this lens is that it's very small, very light, very wide. All right, so I take the caps off. Yes, I do protect it after I finish showing it off to you. This is so I have spent like 2 days looking for caps once. Never again. Never, ever again. Okay, so I put it back in the same sequence that it came out. And this was in here. This goes in here. The paperwork, because I wouldn't want anybody to run out of paper in the middle of the night. You'll go crazy. You just won't know what to do. In the middle of the night. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. You got a thing about you. I just can't live without you. I really want you, Eleanor, near me. 10 to 18 Sigma Dua. Now, let's open up the camera. Okay, so just give me a box. It's hard to open, why don't you? Well, this one has not been opened. This is a brand new one, so it's not one of those that's going around in the... Oh, more paper. Oh, thank you. I never want to run out of paper, okay? So now we open this section and we reach deep down into the box. And we pull out. It's lighter than I thought. Oh, it says Fuji. 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 Okay, that's... I got to turn the... I forgot to turn the other camera on. Let's do that right now. Ba-da-ba-bum. 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 Stay put. Don't go anywhere. I'm just going to walk in front of the desk and turn on the camera that I forgot to turn on. If my boss doesn't like it, he can fire me. I did forget to turn on the camera. What can I tell you? Bad Peter. Bad, bad Peter. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I almost can't reach it. Randy, where are you? Randy is 10 times taller than me. Sammy's 10 times taller than me. Everybody's 10 times taller than me, except one person. One person is not 10 times taller than me. Guess who? Okay, so let's put this... No, I'm not telling you. I'm not going to tell you who it is. That wasn't me not finishing a sentence that time. It's me not telling you who's the same tallness as me. Okay, we're closing this up because this has to go back in the same condition that it came here. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I need to put the battery on the charger tonight because tomorrow I'm going to play with this camera. So let's open this up. Okay, so they give you another little drawer in here. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. Okay, what do we got? We got a cable. We got a strap. I don't use the strap. Okay. Okay, this is what I'm after. The battery. I'm looking for a battery. Ba-da-ba-bum. Now, this is supposed to use the same size battery as all the top-end Fuji cameras. So, I'm going to save the plastic. And I need the battery charger. Is this a battery charger? I don't think so. I think it is. I think it's one of those where they give you like 45 different plugs. And one for the USA, one for... Okay, this looks like a normal plug. So what you do, if the plastic stops attacking me, is you slide this in and it makes the proper contacts. And it snaps. Okay, the $64,000 question is how do you get it out? It's not going to be easy. I can tell you that right now. Ah, I got it out. Okay, so this will get put into the charger. Oh, I do have to use the cable because this is going to plug into the camera to charge it. So I thought it was just going to charge the battery directly into the wall. Yeah, no, they got a bunch of different plugs here. I guess for all the different sections of the world. All right, so what you do is you take this cable, you take the tape off, put the lime in the coconut, and drink the bowl up. Oh, it's another tape. You know, that's one thing that companies have not learned to do. And I'm not just talking about... You should see all the crap that was in the box for my Ninja Creamy. Okay, so... I don't know if this matters which side goes where. It's not labeled. Okay, so if it doesn't say Libby's on the label, it's their fault. Okay? So you plug this in. It's been plugged in. And then you put this into the camera. This camera is kind of light. Okay, I expected a heavier camera. Now look, this is to the. Let me turn on the camera because I'm doing a show and tell here now. Okay. So this is the Sigma 10 to 18 lens. That's the size of it. This is a 33 millimeter right there. The 33 is just a little bit bigger. It's, I would say, almost twice as heavy. I'll turn it this way so you can see it. This is made by Fuji. This is made by Sigma. Okay. And this is the camera right here. So this is the top of the camera. Let me see real quick if I can zoom this in. Oh, not pressing. No, that's 100% zoom. So that's as close as I can get it. All right, so it's got a PSAM dial. All right, that's this one right here. I can lock it or I can unlock it. Now that's nice because many of these cameras, you have to hold it and turn it. In other words, it's perpetually locked. I could decide whether to lock it or not. Okay, here's our on and off right here, which is the right place, Canon, to put the on and off. You hold the camera, turn it on, turn it off. Okay? And on the back is, do we have a flippy screen? Yes. We have a flippy screen and it will turn all the way around to face forward. What a nice feeling in your hand. The camera has got a very nice feeling. Now on the back, you've got a thumb dial, so I can turn this to do settings. You've got another one in the front for the index finger. You've got a joypad right here. And you've got a D-pad here. It doesn't roll round and round, but it's got 4. You've got a Q button, which is critical. You've got a garbage can and a playback mode. You've got a display. You've got an ISO and a white balance here, which is something that you would do very quickly. You would want to make a change on that. You know what I find that I'm changing a lot these days? And it looks like another button here. So this would become, no, because this is the mode dial right here. Oh, when you're in movie mode, I would want to be able to change it because I would want to change it from a shutter selection to intelligent auto. Okay. And let's see. Let's take the cap off. Let's put the vlogging lens on first. Okay, so the vlogging lens is the 10 to 18. That's not too bad. See, now this is one of the things that they all do is, see where my finger is here? This is where the record on and off button should be, but they put it over here. So in order to reach that, that's longer than my finger can go. Okay, they're not the only ones that does that. Okay, the record button needs to be someplace where the index finger just falls naturally. See where my index finger? That's the one I'm wagging right there. Okay. Let's go back to a human. I'll be there. I'll be there. All right, so this is what the camera looks like. So if I hold it like this and I go to 10 millimeters, the Eleanor, which would be this camera here, is my totally favorite camera. Okay, this is my favorite camera of all cameras. And that would be Eleanor. Okay, the ZVE1. That's because it just does everything very well, right? Now, that's not a hit against any other camera. If you take it like that, you'd be doing wrong, all right? So this is when I go in the backyard and walk around, I'll be using this lens, all right? So now let's take this lens off. That's not the button. That's not the button. That's the button! Okay. Well, it does. This button does have a different shape. I was going to say they should make it some way, but they did. They did what I thought. They heard me retroactively. Okay. All right. So now I'm putting in the 33 millimeter, which this is going to function. Now the camera has become quite heavy. Okay. This is going to function like a 50. Now I would not be vlogging with a 50 millimeter in my face. Give me a break. You really want to see my face that close? No, you don't. Tell me the truth. All right? So this is a 33. The focus ring is up front. I got the ability to change the f-stops here. Okay? So before this goes too far, I do want to put the caps because I want everything to be exactly the way they sent it to me. Now, like I've said, I'm just saying it again. I'm repeating myself. I need your help. I need you to click on the B&H link so they can see activity that comes from me to B&H. If they don't get that activity, they hold it over my head and they say I'm just not producing any activity. So they don't want, you know, to send me stuff. All right, so I'm leaving everything else intact, which is the strap and everything. This way the camera looks new. Okay, so I will close this up. And lock it down, put it in here. Then I'll put the tray back. This way when I send it back, I don't know what's going to happen to it, if it's going to go out to somebody else, or they're going to sell it as used, or they might even sell it as new. I like to take extra care of something that's borrowed. Like if you guys that are Bible readers, you know, when you have something that's borrowed, is much more weight on your shoulders than if it's your own. So, and I feel exactly the way the Bible says. So I'm going to put the battery. It's got a locking door here. Some of them don't click to lock. Okay. It's got a latch, open and close. Now let me see if it's got a pass-through. It does. So if you get a dummy battery, this will open up to pass a wire through, so you can actually operate it with a dummy battery. Okay. It's a latch, and the latch opens backwards, meaning instead of pulling and opening, you got to push and open. So it's got two card slots in here. One is an SD card, and the other is a CF Express B. So who's the camera company that, I think it's Sony, where each slot does both. So you get two SD card slots, two slots. Each one does an SD card and a CF Express, but I think they use an A over there. Now let's see if this latches. If that was the latch, that's really, really classy. Almost like a silent close. Tripod is in the center. It's got a latch here, a hatch that opens up for a grip. And it also has, it looks like it's got two function buttons. So I've got one on the top and two on the body. This, you might ask, what is that? That's to do like strobe flash units. Okay. So I'll be showing the rest of this camera, starting it up and all that on the Patreon channel. So you could watch me doing it there. It's free now. So don't be going like, oh man, he's going to put it on the Patreon channel. I have to pay to go see this bum. First of all, don't assume. Okay. You know what happens when you assume? So I made my Patreon all the way down to $1. And then if I'm still getting bitching and moaning, okay, you can also sign up for free. So you can not support me if you want. Isn't that cool? Okay. Now this camera just got a very nice deep grip. I got small fingers anyway. Okay. So this is I haven't really run through Fuji here. I think I had an XT3. I don't remember. If you guys go and look at where I sing the song Creep, I use the Fuji in that camera as one of the 4 cameras when I sang Creep. Okay. And then I used multicam and ran it through. So I'm impressed. It does not have a pop-up flash, but I didn't expect it to. This is a professional level camera. So the buttons are in the right place. What I do like, without even turning it on yet, and I'm not turning it on now, because I want to do there's some setups I've read that it's going to ask you one time when you set it up. So I want to have the right answer. All right. Randy just said this does 8K video. So this is a crop sensor camera. It's not full frame and it's not medium format. It's 1.5 crop. But Randy just wrote it does 8K also. And Lewis just wrote, yes, Sony is the one that has the dual multi-cards. So thanks, guys, for having my back. All right, so this camera, surprisingly, is in the 8K club, which I'm a little bit surprised. This lens looks like a German lens. Fuji really, this is like a Fuji, this is like a Japanese crown. I can't wait to plug this in and pump out the video and see what it looks like. I would do that Sunday, except I won't be here Sunday. The camera's going to be here all by itself, unless I take this with me. Okay, that will be interesting. So that's what's in the box. I do need your love. Click on the B&H link. It's not going to cost you anything. It doesn't. They don't do nothing to you. You still get to keep your first child and all that kind of good stuff. And during the week, probably starting on Tuesday, unless I get bored on Monday, I will be putting videos for free. Free. How much does free cost? Can you tell me how much free costs? The first one that gets it right wins 10 of these cameras in their dreams. Okay? So I will be putting them up for free. But I do ask, if you can support me for $1, support me for $1. If you can support me for $10 a month, do it for $10. Okay? That's my request. What do you want? Aunt Jemima to come over and make you pancakes? Well, it is a long weekend, and pancakes are definitely a weekend treat. All right, guys. Did I make it to the end? Yes, I did. So, oh, wait a minute. Mark is here. Oh, we got a few other people. I left off with Evelyn, Whitney. I bet she sings. She needs another son. Mama. Da 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 da. Oh, mama. Mama. La 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 la. Your little boy is growing. I don't know the rest of the words. I should do that song. I used to listen to that song when I was like 8, 9 years old. Connie Francis. Yeah, Connie Francis. That was my first crush, Connie Francis. I loved her voice. All right. Didn't you used to have another channel? Well, I actually still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 channels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ena, dio, tria, tercera, pende. I don't say all the languages I know. So that was Spanish, Greek, English. And I don't know how to do that. So I've got this one. This is my kind of silly channel. It's like, doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't grow. It doesn't. And I get to meet with all my buddies and my friends here. Okay. So I looked at the XH2, then, hey, don't go away so fast. Don't go away so fast. I looked at the XH2, then it was H2S. So I was like, these cameras move so fast. So this is a 40 megapixel and it does 8K. It's got a bigger resolution. The XH2S, think of S for smaller, but not body, okay? It's 24 megapixels, I believe, and it doesn't do 8K. And it's actually a little quicker because it's not moving as much information. But if you want the megapixels, the 40-something, is it 40 or 42? This is the baby to get, okay? Oh, I forgot to tell you, it doesn't have, it's got a window up here. So I'm going to be very interested to see what that's about. I'll tell you what that's about on the Patreon channel. Okay, so the XH2S is the newer body, but they're not that far apart from each other. And they have done firmware, so they're all pretty level now. So this is kind of like the king of the hill until you go over into the medium format. So, yeah, I have other channel. I have a cooking channel. Woo, 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 woo. I have a woo, woo cooking channel for you. And I have my big channel, which is, that one is dedicated to cameras. I have this channel. I have a singing channel. I have a Patreon channel. Help, Sammy. What other channels do I have? So, all of those. So, hi, Mark. Love you, buddy. How you doing? Hey, Peter. How's it going? I'm glad you got a Fuji camera in the Christmas room. I just bought the Canon R5 and Canon R10. The Canon R5 was $28.80, refurbished at Canon. I don't know if it's still there, if it's still in stock. That's the lowest I have ever seen the Canon R5, okay? And then Randy brought the R10, and I was very surprised at that camera. It's basically like a smaller version of the R7. We recorded a video together talking about the camera. We didn't plug it in, but I will be putting that up in the next 2 weeks because I got about anywhere from 3 to 10 videos that Randy and I did on different cameras. So good to see you, Mark. Yeah, I know you've worked with Fuji. So Lewis says, yes, Sony has the dual. And Randy says, I like 8K video on B&H link. Woody is here. How you doing, good old Woody? Good to see you. You getting up early tomorrow and going to take pictures? So Randy says, Woody, 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 Bo Woody. I am loving the 180 to 600 millimeter camera. So for him to be telling that, I mean lens, he is talking about Nikon. So here, Lewis has given me the right terminology that I can use. It's free $100. Yes, my Patreon channel is free $100. High five, Lewis. That's awesome. Oh, that's amazing. So let me just double check and make sure that nobody has texted me. Boom, 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 boom. No, nobody's outside waiting for me. That's good. Alrighty. Somebody's supposed to come by tonight. All right, guys. Join my Patreon channel. It is free $100 a month. And if you're not listening carefully, you did not just get what I said. I love it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And there was another one. I think Randy taught me one too. I forgot what it was. Oh. I hate Sony. But that's not his line. But you will see a video where I hate Sony, and he keeps buying more and more and more Sony. But he hates Sony, okay? So, anyway, I think I'm done for tonight. I'm going to enjoy my Memorial Day weekend. Anybody have anything to say? Carlos must still be, he's probably trying to clear out to have a long weekend. I would have invited him in, but honestly, I think I'd like to go have my ice cream and go to bed. Carlos, I love you, buddy. I would love to have you here. You and I get along so well, and you make me very happy. Everybody makes me happy, so that's a pretty good thing. So I will catch you guys probably during the week on the Patreon channel, which is free $100 now a month. And Lewis, you did it, buddy. You did it. I love it. Did Aiden see the dog? Did he like it, or did he fall asleep? Aiden is Lewis's son. So just talk about the cameras that we're running tonight. This is Eleanor. Eleanor is technically a ZV1. Look up there in the corner, okay? And because the I looks like the beginning of the word Eleanor, because I've been working on recording a song called Eleanor. You got a thing about you, ba-boom. I just can't live without you, ba-boom. I really want you, Eleanor, near me. Do-wah. I added that. I modified the song. So this camera has become known, Sammy basically christened it Eleanor. So we give Sammy the credit. You know, these young boys, they want credit where credit is due. Okay? I personally want the cash, but he wants the credit. All right? So we're running the ZV-E1. And we're running the Panasonic S5 Mark II. These are both full-frame cameras. Now, the S5 Mark II does 24p, 30p full frame, but if you go to 60p, it actually goes to a crop sensor. Now, if you go back to my Eleanor, my little sweetie pie here, she does 24p full frame, 30p full frame, 60p full frame, 120p 4K, 1.1 crop. 1.1, not 1.5. Okay? And then we've got a lot. Okay? So this is the Canon R6 II, Mark II. All right? 24p full frame. 30p full frame, 4K. 60p full frame for 4K. So that camera actually gives you a bonus point in there. And you know what else does the same thing? The Canon R8 is a full frame. Yes, it does 60p in full frame. Imagine that. No poop, Sherlock. Okay? That is pretty amazing. Alrighty. All right, I lost my place. Or Randy wrote a lot of stuff. Oh, Woody's talking to Randy. I don't own a mirrorless camera. If I did, I would have that lens. But you will, Randy, not Randy, Woody, you will. I think the Z6 Mark III might just be the camera you're waiting for. But I can tell you the ZF was no slouch. You know, if you bought the ZF, if you get a good price on the ZF, because I don't know what the Nikon Z7 or Z6 Mark III is going to come in at in price. But the ZF is right at the teetering point where you're starting to see a break in the market for the price. So I can honestly say, knowing how you work, you would be very happy with the ZF. Ecstatic. You would be eating ice cream every night. So Randy is now answering Woody. Been buying the A1S Nikkor lenses. The something, IRIX 150, Nikkor 180, f2.8 also, and the 300 f4. You know, Randy, honest to God, you're going to have to put a freaking safe in that house. There's just no way around it. Okay? Because you walk around all worried if you go out to the grocery store. We're going to have to get, you know what? You don't have to get a safe. You can get a gun safe. They got lots of shelves in them. Randy and I were playing this weekend, or this week, with Catalyst Browse. I was testing, he was testing. I was testing, he was testing. So, and here's his channel, Randall Brander, doing a video of the 50mm lens, plural, lenses that I own, zooms and primes. Oh, you know, I'm just titillating, or I'm just playing with this lens. This is the 10 to 18 Sigma that goes on the Fuji camera. And, you know, my fingers are always trying to feel something. This lens has a nice big gasket around, so this lens is waterproof. Nice big fat gasket. Let's take a look at the lens that's the Fuji brand itself. Yep. Same nice big fat gasket. So they're both waterproof lenses. Boy, I should be a salesman. Buy this lens this weekend and we will throw in a free waterproof gasket. Your standard everyday lens suddenly becomes waterproof. Is it going to drizzle? It's not a problem. Is it going to snow? Not a problem. Are you going to photograph at a hurricane? Not a problem. For the low, low price of $19.99 dot, okay, you get the camera, but then you got to buy the lens. Let's see what else Randy's doing here. Oh, he's doing videos. And he said also using the F-mount manual focus lenses. He bought a couple of cool lenses. I know he bought a 105. Did you say you bought the 105? No, you said you bought the 150, but I think you bought a 105. F1.2 and F1.8. You could read what he said right up there. Randy says the Zeiss macro planar. If I can hit the button. The Zeiss macro planar 50 millimeter. That's nice. Aiden was distracted this week. As long as he's a happy boy, we're fine. All of us are fine. We don't like it if Aiden is not a happy boy. All right, guys. We have gone to 11:30, an hour and a half. And I think we are done. I hope you guys are blessed, safe, protected, whole, healthy for this weekend and for the next week. Happy Memorial Day. You know, there are, and I don't mean to get sappy, but there are people that are 6 feet under that gave their lives so that we can have freedom. And that is Memorial Day. Okay? We celebrate them on Memorial Day. They gave their lives. No more brushing their teeth. No more taking a girl out for the weekend. No more going to the movies. They died for us so that we can have freedom in our country here. And that's why we do have Memorial Day. And I just want to give a shout out, a hello, and an I love you to all the men and the women that gave their lives in any way so that I can have my freedom, so that I could say, I like Trump and I'm voting for him. And you could say, I like Biden and I'm voting for him. And we both can still hug each other. It's because of these men and women that died so that we can do that in this country. And that is very, very important. I pray for all their souls. I don't know what I could do to be helpful to them, but I pray over all their souls right now in Jesus' name, whatever God wants to do. And if he needs a prayer, I just said a prayer. Alrighty, so I'm about to finish, and we got a couple of comments in here. Randy says, put your hands on your head. Yes, I bought the 105. I have 3 generations of the 105. Randy doesn't do anything in a small way. Okay. Philip is here. Hi, Philip. Yasu, ketaped Yasu. Hi, Peter. What do you think about the Citrot 16mm 1.8 lens for Nikon? Well, they're starting to bring those in. They compete with the Viltrox. And if you misspelt it, there is a Citrox. And if it isn't exactly Citrox, it's something like it. But I have a couple of Viltrox lenses in here. I really do. And they're excellent. So we just got to wait and see, wait till we get our hands on these lenses and see how they're doing. All right, Phil? Love you, buddy. Thank you for being here. Would you suggest anyone join YouTube these days, Peter, with how flooded the market is with people? Yeah. YouTube gives you a worldwide platform that you just can't have. And it's free. So don't worry about saturation, desaturation, anything else that ends in ation, okay? Even that word. You want to have a voice? You put it here. But there's other places that have voices now. Okay? Patreon has kind of opened up their platform where you upload to them. Before you had to upload to YouTube and then link it to Patreon. Now, Patreon has put in cotillions of hard drives, and now I upload directly to Patreon. So if YouTube got pissed off at me for saying something political that they don't like, okay, and they decided to kill my channel like they did with Sammy, and he didn't even do anything wrong. The young man, perfectly fine. He doesn't get into politics. He's a sweetheart. He's a double sweetheart. Channel is gone. He's 19 years old. The 3,000 subscribers that he had to build up, completely gone. And I'm thinking, boy, if they could do that to him, they could do that to me. So I started looking around for an alternative platform. So if I'm gone one day, I'm on Patreon. And it's not hard to remember. Patreon.com/Peter Gregg. And Gregg has 2 G's at the end of it. Patreon.com/Peter Gregg. And they have been rolling fast. So I joined. You had to have tiers and or levels of what you're going to give. If they give you $5, you give this amount. If they give you $10, you do something else. If they give you $25, you give them a free consultation. Well, you can still do that. But now I have one tier, $1. And you name the price. You can name $50 a month. You can name $5. You can name $3. You can name $1. You can join my Patreon channel for free. Like Lewis said, free $100. Free $100. Free, 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 free. Free $100. How much does it cost to join Peter's Patreon? Free $100. Okay? So what I'm doing is I'm building a safety platform in case something strange happens and I'm gone. If you haven't heard me long enough, you'll go, oh yeah, Peter said he was going to be or is on Patreon. P-A-T. It's in the description below. I can't make it any easier because I can't spell it. So look at the description. Okay? And while you're looking down there, click on the B&H link. And give me some love. Go over there, look around, and then go wherever you want. Go back to your camera channels. Especially you, Mark. Especially you. You should be on YouTube. You're handsome. You're young. You got a lot of great stuff to say, share, teach, and people would just love you, okay? So Phil says we must never forget our veterans. Yeah, because it's serious business. I've been to the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, and it is kind of like a black hole. And let me explain. There's a big long wall that looks like it goes forever. And it's like a black marble or just black slate. And it's got the name of everybody that died in Vietnam or served in Vietnam on the Vietnam Memorial. Now, for some reason, you know, in the old days, I don't know if they still do it today, they had like a sunken living room. So a sunken living room is you walk in the house, everything's one level, and you would go down 1 or 2 steps. And that was your living room. It was like a fancy, dancy way of designing your house, okay? Personally, I think the person that designed it had a fetish for wading pools, and they figured that people were going to fill them up with water. That was a joke, all right? But anyway, that the Vietnam War Memorial, when you go down those steps, and it looks like for miles. That's how long it looks like it goes. Black, solid black. And the names of all the people in Vietnam stamped. Every one of those names represents somebody that died. gave their life, basically for me. And it was a stupid war. But when you go down those steps, it's like you've gone into a vortex. It's strange. It's supernatural. And I'm not joking. I'm not being facetious. I'm not being over the top. It sounds like all the sound. It's giving me goosebumps. I remember it. It sounds like all the sound. You hear nothing. You can't hear the city anymore. It's like they have noise-canceling speakers there. And it's so deafening you stop to listen on purpose. And you hear nothing. No buses, no cars. There's people talking just over there. You can't hear what they're saying. It's supernatural. It's a vortex of death. And these deaths are people that died for me. It really, really gets me in the heart. It really does. Okay? I can't imagine just obeying a commander that says, go over there and fight, and you die. You've got to honor these people. I bought Hanes underwear. And don't... Just listen, okay? I bought Hanes underwear. You've got Fruit of the Loom men's underwear. You've got Hanes men's underwear. And I bought the underwear, and for some reason I looked at the label, and it said, made in Vietnam. I took that underwear and I put it in the garbage. I don't want no effing underwear made in Vietnam that I'm going to wear. I have 3 of my buddies where their names are on that wall. So this is not a political protest. This is not standing on a soapbox. These people are dead. No more breath. So you got to love them. You have to love them. Okay? So, thank you, Phil. I got a little preachy there, okay? That's okay. These boys deserve. These boys deserve to be mentioned every day. All right? Viltrox is good. Randy says, God bless America. Scotty says 14 are still watching. Okay, now you made an error, but there is a company coming out of China to compete with Viltrox, and it sounds like Siltrox. Okay, it might be something different, like citrus. I don't know, but it starts with the letter C, and they're gunning for Viltrox. Okay. Ba-bum. Boy, you guys, I was going to log off. You decide you're going to write to me now? None of the Nikon wildlife channels I follow recommend the ZF. I guess I'm a big dummy. What can I tell you? But the good news is the Z6 Mark III is coming out, and it will have all the things that the ZF might be missing. And then some. But, you know, Woody, you could talk to Randy and see what he thinks. I haven't... Oh, Jim must have gone to sleep. I was going to recommend you talk to Jim Monday, too. Randall, too many megapixels on the Z8 for me. I like 24 to 33. Yeah, that can be a handful. Hey fellas, I hope all is well. Well, we got 2 ladies in here. Sly came in and Evelyn came in. They both said hello. I sang a song to Evelyn. The Daily Man is Carlos. I love him dearly. And you missed me. And you're going to have a wonderful weekend, right? This week you're going to have a wonderful weekend. And I was explaining a little bit how I had a really bad week this week. I almost called my local friendly physicalist, but it turned around. God turned it around like a miracle, you know. But I'm not going down that way. Randy, I'm saying Randall. Randy says XH2 from Fuji. Memorial Day for the veterans. Oh, by the way, just because I focused in on Vietnam, they all gave their life for us. World War I, the same thing. World War II, same thing. The Middle East, same thing. Anybody that's not here anymore, that's a very serious sacrifice. And that goes for any country. You have veterans in Australia, you have veterans in Britain, England, Italy. So megapixels demands on, megapixels depends on use cases. 24 or less is plenty for the internet and most pictures too. Woody, the Nikon Z8 is $3,400 now. I hope the Z6 III goes for $25. That would be great. That would be great. That would be great. I would definitely want that camera. Hello? Hello? Where's my echo chamber? Phil says, God bless Peter. Thank you, Phil. God bless you too, buddy. God bless everybody here. Roy says, I lost a friend in Vietnam, but we did much worse to them. Phil says, I hope to God we won't see World War III. Well, Phil, we will. I studied the Bible very heavily, and World War III is the wind down for the return of Jesus. So in order for that to happen, you have to have a World War III. So it's a coming. Just keep your fingers, toes, and nose. All right, boys and girls, thank you for being here with me tonight. I love you guys. Thank you for not clobbering me when I say stupid things. Thank you for loving me when I say something that sounds half smart. You guys that are going to watch this during the week, the rewind, like Raymond, I didn't see him in here. I love you, Ray. You know I love you too. Who else? I'm trying to think. Shouldn't start to say names. All right, guys, the show is done. It is over. Thank you for being here with me. I'm not going to see you Sunday night because I'll be at my brother's for Memorial Day BBQ. And I will see you during the week on the Patreon channel, and God willing, and the bridge isn't up next Friday. Is that still in May? When does June start? It's right around there. Okay, so we'll play with the dates. Okay, when we get closer. All right, love you, Tim Hunter. Boy, you just made it out the skin of your teeth. See you all. Love you, Tim. Thanks to everybody that's lurking. Okay, I wish you would say hello to me, but if you're too queasy to say hi, when the rerun comes in, write me a little hello in the comments down below on the rerun, because they're going to play. Got here just to say goodbye. I know, Tim. That's the way life is. Okay, so what can I tell you? Most countries are expanding their military. I hope it's not a bad sign. Well, if you guys want to know what's going to happen, I was thinking Scotty has been pushing me so hard to open another YouTube channel and just talk about the current times in relation to what the Bible might have to say. How does it fit in? What does God see when he does? Why are you saying hello to me, Roy? You said hi. You meant to say bye. Bye, Roy. I still love you, Roy. I love all you guys. All right. I am going to sign off. Good night, my love. Pleasant cameras and lenses to you. I don't want to get a copyright bull crap strike. So I'm changing the words but singing the same melody, which is dumb. All right. Have a good one. We're going to say goodbye from the Canon R6 Mark II. I'll be playing with Fuji right here. And I've got a walk-around lens, and it's waterproof, so let's hope it rains. And I'll catch you later. Bye-bye. Good night.